is one of the ways of doing tshuva. V'tshuva zu, and this tshuva of anava, of modesty, hi refuah la'olam, it is what brings healing to the world. The olam hu helem. Hasidus always brings this, that the word olam, which means world, is associated with the word helem, concealment. The world conceals God. Right? You see a tree, you see a sun, you see where's Hashem? You have to stop and think, right? So the world itself is helem, a concealment. V'tshuva and doing tshuva through anava, in this case, through modesty, hi refuah ela helem. It is what brings healing to the concealment. In other words, if you want to accomplish that you see more of Hashem in the Bria, in the creation, so that it doesn't remain helem, concealment, do teshuvah. And in this case, apply anava in your avodas Hashem. And by being more modest and humble in your avodas Hashem, this brings a healing to the world, i.e., what does a healing mean? What does it mean? What does it mean that the world is sick? And it doesn't mean the world. No, the concealment, aviv, is the sickness. Healing to the sickness is revealing the godliness in the concealment. And as the rabbis say, the sages say, great is tshuva that brings healing to the world. The tshuva, through this healing, which is tshuva, he slichas avonos, which is the pardoning of iniquity, of transgressions. Yaniach hatoim gdolim, that will alleviate the great sins that the generation has done. So we have a fascinating thought here. The tzaddik ubal Torah, the leader, through his anava, through his tshuva, accomplishes that he brings revelation to a darkness, to the state of darkness that the world finds itself, and the world finds God through his anava. That's what it says. Sha'oz soilchim gam al chatoim gedolim. When this is done, we are forgiven, we are pardoned even for great sins. The mishu anov umaychol al alboinoi nikre ish rach ish erechapayim. It says someone who's modest, and he pardons those that elbono, they embarrass him. Yes, insult him. Nikre ish erechapayim is called a man of lengthening his wrath. She'olav nemar, it says in Mishlei, toiv erechapayim migibor. It is better, David, to extend your anger, meaning not to get angry, migibor, than a mighty one, mighty strong one. If you can hold back your anger longer and longer, it shows that you're really a gibor. That's what Shlomo HaMelech says. V'harefua, a little Kabbalah now, hu ma'arich ampin, shu pchinas keser. This refuah comes from what we call in Kabbalah a level called long faces, arich ampin, which is associated with keser, the crown of God. The sham hu mokem anova. I don't want to go into the Kabbalah now. I would rather stay with the text and go further. The sham hu mokem anova. Where is the place of humility? Keser. But there is Zechariah, the pnimius. Everything has an inner and an outer. We call the inner pnimiyut and the outer chitzoniyut. Shaya, you must have learned that, right? So arich ampin is the chitzonius of keser. It's not the inner aspect of keser. Maybe you can hold the door open. It's very hot here. Also, turn on the fan, please. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Because of Bereishis Chochma, it says in Bereishis Chochma, Sharan over Perek Aleph, Daf Yud Gimel, the Yud Gimel, sorry, Perek Aleph, the Yud Gimel, Midas Harachamim, thank you, Chaya. The Yud Gimel, Midas Harachamim, Moirim Al Anova. The 13 attributes, leave it open anyway, thank you. The 13 attributes of mercy, Moirim Al Anova, they denote modesty, humility. ולכן, הידי שגודל הדייל הוא ענוב, הוא מרפא החטאים בדיילים של הדיילי. By him being the leader, having humility, another modesty, who marpe, he heals the chatoim gedolim, the great sins of the generation. According to the Medrash Rabbah that we learned earlier, who midarke hamusar, it's part of ethics. Asher gedoli Yisrael lo yistoideru al tzibur leimoir. This teaches us that leaders of Israel should not dominate over the congregation by saying, "Ani Maroshi Alf Yisrael." You know who I am? I am from the leaders amongst the thousands of Jews, of the people. Like we quoted earlier, Zechariah, he saw himself greater mikolam than the entire people. Number one, Chosan HaMelech, Shaya 1. 2, Kohen Gadol, remember, he was the son of a Kohen Gadol. 3, Navi, a prophet. And 4, Dayan, a judge. And therefore, he felt that he was greater than the people. He started to speak in a great way, and he started to, belittle them by putting himself on a pedestal because he had these 4 accolades and 4 degrees and 4 titles: Harvard, Columbia, Yale, and Princeton. What more do you need? He didn't have Oxford, but anyway. Lo mata ivrim mitzvahs Hashem, and he scolds the Yid and he says, "Why are you desecrating the will of Hashem? V'lei tatzlichu, and you won't succeed. Shehechichom behaflogas ha'inish." And he cautions them, and he warns them, and he scolds them by emphasizing the punishment. That's what Zechariah did. Omnom tzorach lahavin haloi lechoira keinu inyan atechocha. Now the Rebbe is going to do a 180-degree rhetorical question away. He's saying, wait a minute, Zechariah, we learn in our Torah in various places, seemingly that there's a mitzvah called tochacha, hoichacha, scolding. David, you have to give musar. It says in the Torah, HaKadosh, in the Holy Torah, Parshas Vayikra, chapter 19, verse 17, scold, shall you scold your friend? V'amar Hazal, the Chazal say, afilu mea pamim, even 100 times, until he listens. Uve'erchin, another Gemara, Isa, ad heichin techocha, what's the amount of techocha that one